Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Do more with your new GUT Credit Union Visa debit card, which gives you access to your cash at any Connex or Visa certified ATMs locally and internationally. Make your payments with a tap of your card using the contactless feature and have the freedom to make purchases locally, online, or overseas whenever you travel, anywhere Visa is accepted. Experience the enhanced security fraud protection through the Visa chip technology. If you don't have your new GUT Credit Union Visa International debit card, speak to any one of our representatives today to do more. Your new GUT Credit Union Visa International debit card, a smarter way to access your cash. More smart, more secure.
This is the GBN television news for Monday, May 23rd, 2022. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, Catholic Bishop Clyde Harvey responds to allegations of abuse at the hands of Sister Dominique Xavier. Power Party contemplating legal challenge to Grenada's general election date. Medical Director Taisha Donald urges people with underlying conditions to take better care of their health. And in around the globe, Guyana to produce corn and wheat to supply CARICOM states. Monkeypox found in 3 new countries as scientists look for cause of outbreak. And also coming up in sports, Tivoli Cricket Club crowned champions of the inaugural St. Andrews Cricket Council T20 tournament. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. 2 reports 24 years between each other have pinned a Grenadian Catholic nun who headed a children's institution to major allegations of abuse occurring at various homes. GBN has been speaking to local Catholic officials on the perceived backlash, as the same named individual was also instrumental in the establishment of a home for girls in Grenada. Gerard Joseph has the details.
As public outcry and outrage over alleged abuse at children's homes loom over in neighboring Trinidad and Tobago, Catholic Bishop of the Diocese of St. George's in Grenada, Clyde Martin Harvey, has further confirmed the connecting dots to Grenada.
The fact is that 2 years after she was removed from her position in Trinidad, she came to Grenada and she established what is now a school for girls, mostly teenagers, and that is down at Granans.
The 1997 SAPGAI report and the recent Justice Jones report surround findings of a culture of abuse involving children and adults, particularly pointing to the St. Jude's Home for Girls, which was headed by Grenadian Catholic nun Sister Dominique Xavier. Bishop Harvey, noting the connection via Sister Xavier, now deceased, who was identified in the 1997 SAPGAI report, says the church does not envision any impact that Grenada should be concerned about.
So immediately the thing moves on to a different plane, and I think it's up to the Trinidad authorities to decide what can be done now. Not about her, she's dead, right? But about the situation of the care of children in homes of that kind in Trinidad.
The Catholic bishop is, however, inviting citizens to come forward if they have clear charges on such situations occurring in Grenada.
I've had no reports of anything happening there. But she spent a few years reopening that home, running it, and it is still in existence, but she went back home to die, went back to Trinidad to die. So I've had no reports about that particular institution, either while she was there or now that it's still functioning.
He says society as well as the church need to understand the change in era.
And that applies not only to these homes, it applies to families. In a family 20, 30 years ago, and the SAPGA report is 25 years ago, in a family 20, 30 years ago, you beat your child, nobody ain't telling you anything. Now you beat your child and the neighbor here, and the neighbor calls the police and accuses you of child abuse. So we are changing. And I think one of the challenges, because there are churches, for example, which still say, spare the rod and spoil the child, which is not what the scripture says in the original meaning.
Bishop Harvey says, despite the negatives, he is proud of the work that is continuously being done by the Catholic Church. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, Catholic Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, in looking forward to the future, is calling on Grenadians to offer their services, whether at children or elderly homes in Grenada. Bishop Harvey notes that the evident decline or availability of nuns to serve at these institutions.
And I dare to challenge any Grenadian who feels strongly enough about these things, come and work in these institutions. Offer yourself in your righteousness, perhaps, to come and do the work. And if you can do the work and spend 40 years doing that kind of work without making a mistake of any kind, I'll praise God for you.
He says it is a continuous learning process on handling difficult children while understanding human frailties.
Because one of the challenges in homes like that is that many of the children who you have to deal with are themselves abused prior. So when people are accusing somebody of abusing them in the home, they are not looking at the fact that very often they have suffered abuse before. Now that makes it doubly difficult, but it also means that they are doubly difficult to deal with. So, but I don't want to sound as if I'm excusing these things, because I'm not excusing it at all. I'm just saying I have tremendous respect for anybody who chooses to do that work. We do not have nuns to do it anymore, and that is the sad part of it. And I ask myself, where will the people come who will take on this kind of work? And the more these kinds of things are turned into such horrible incidents, the less likely it will be that people who would want to do it and who would be great at doing it will come forward.
The leader of the Power Party is contemplating challenging the election date set by Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell. Chrislena John attended the official launch of the country's newest political party on Monday.
So today saw the launch of the newest political party on the island, the Power Party. It was a launch unlike any other, where members of the media was invited on board the Shadow Marks to hear the plans and aspirations of this new party as Grenadians prepare to go to the polls on June 23rd. Despite not having a full slate of 15 caretakers, Power Party political leader Andrea Rapier says they are ready. She explained why now and not wait later for the party to gain traction, as most believe they should. The entire team, however, will be released on June 4th. Some of the members include Rapier, Ian Roberts, and Orisha Joseph.
We looked at the campaigning landscape. We found it to be insulting to the people and the potential of the country. We believe that political parties must earn the vote of our voters. Therefore, political parties must be required by our electorate to deliver promises and how they will deliver that. What is the vision for the country? Music and dance and liquor does not sell the vision. It does not develop our nation. So Power wants to challenge the political process and bring value and content so that Grenadians know exactly what they're getting.
Based on Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell's pronouncement, June 23, 2022 is the date set for Grenada's general election. Political leader Andrea Rapier says they are contemplating challenging the election date. Here's why.
Under consideration right now, we think our constitution should be respected. And when we lose the right to vote, we are on the verge of losing every other right. If we look historically on a global level through history, we find that when any groups of people have earned the right to vote, it has been the gateway to prove that they are respected and their human rights will be preserved. When we allow that to be threatened, we are allowing our human rights holistically to be threatened. As power, we have a responsibility to Grenadian people to ensure that that does not happen. Unlike the current opposition, we are gatekeepers of our nation. We are taking that responsibility. So we are investigating that with legal counsel, and we will take the necessary steps to make sure that if there is wrong, it will be righted.
Rapier notes that based on the present trajectory, Grenada is not on the right path. Ian Roberts explains how they intend to reach the electorate.
Very careful to divulge exactly how we're meeting the people. But we do have a strategy that is very effective, okay? And we are meeting the people personally. We're not in the wide open as the other folks are, okay? But we're meeting them, indeed, and we're closing the sales, okay?
He said what they are doing is responding to the ideas that the people already have and representing the people who do not have a voice. Power represents prosperity, opportunity, wellness, equality, and regional impact. Christina John, GBN News.
The political jabs continue between the NDC and NNP leaders as June 23rd gets closer. Dickon Mitchell on Sunday responded to a recent statement thrown at him by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
Political platforms continue to get hotter in Grenada as verbal punches are being thrown by the political leaders of the National Democratic Congress and the New National Party. Last Wednesday, Prime Minister and leader of the New National Party, Dr. Keith Mitchell, accused a corporate lawyer of always suing people.
Something has happened. Every time the man get a little licks, he threatening people to sue them. He's Mr. Sue. Mr. Sue Sue. When you see him say, Sue, 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 Sue. The amount of things they say about Peter already, I myself run my mouth on him already. He never tried to sue me. When you're in public life, you have to take licks. Who take more licks than this man standing here tonight? Proud home that George Brizan once built with his own hands was last summer effectively bought over by a certain law firm. Where did they? Come and sue me. Where did they? Come and sue me.
The statement was made by Dr. Mitchell during his launch as caretaker for St. George Northwest last week in Mount Morris. Dickon Mitchell said the NDC will take the high ground and not be dragged into gutter politics. However, he sought to enlighten Prime Minister Mitchell from the podium of the NDC's rally on Sunday at Riverside St. Patrick.
So I not to sue you. I don't need to sue you. I've done enough of that. And you've lost every case. And so when I take on this case on behalf of the people of Piti Martin, Karakou and Grenada on the 23rd of June 2022, you know what the outcome is going to be.
The NDC leader did not stop there in his comments, but somewhat released a side of him that surprised some of his supporters.
So you could call me Susu. I will accept the Susu because I am going to help the people of Grenada to put the little 1-1 money together and ensure that we can give it to the next person and improve their lives. So as I said in Rukane Junction last night, and I want you to join me in the chant, Bang does bust, but Susu doesn't. Bang does bust, but Susu doesn't. Bang does bust, but Susu doesn't. So take Susu in you.
With just about a month away from June 23rd, the election jabs are expected to intensify. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
This is News at 7. Coming up, Medical Director Taisha Donald urges people with underlying conditions to take better care of their health. Stay with us.
Home is easy.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Stasia Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Stasia Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Stasia Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grand Anse. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679. or 406-1500, or visit any of our 3 locations. Stasia Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
If prosperity really matters to you, come home to Grenada Cooperative Bank. Since 1932, we have shared the same values: financial diligence, investing with prudence, transparent compliance, consistent performance.
Welcome home, Grenada.
No matter the economic climb, we always stand the test of time.
Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that goes the extra mile. Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that serves with a smile.
Welcome to a bank you can truly call your own. Grenada Cooperative Bank.
We care because you matter.
Co-op Bank. Welcome home.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Saturday, May 28th, Flavors Entertainment presents Flavors of Calypso, featuring live from Trinidad, reigning Calypso monarch Terry Lyons, alongside the master Crow. Also from Trinidad, reigning extempo king Brian London, as he comes up against
Pfizer celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
The most anticipated family fun-filled event on the GBN calendar is back. The Maggie King of the Grill. Join us on June 4th at Mount Rouge. Be part of the culinary masterpiece as the best grillers on island compete for the coveted title of the Maggie King of the Grill. Think you have what it takes? Be part of the action. June 4th. Book your spot. If not, step away from the grill if you can't handle the heat. Maggie King of the Grill is sponsored by Maggie, Matuk's Barbecue Sauce, Rubis, Dasani Water, Calico Shopping Center, Duty Free Caribbean, and Siesta Hotel.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Former parliamentary representative for South St. George, Glynis Roberts, continues to support the new National Party while keeping her own party in place. She lent her support to the NNP in 2018, and she's doing it again as Grenada prepares for the election, which is 1 month away.
I'm Glynis Roberts, two-time South St. George, and I am here to endorse the candidacy of Senator Norland Cox.
Political leader of the National United Front, NUF, Glynis Roberts, graced the stage of the new National Party on Sunday, publicly supporting South St. George caretaker Norland Cox.
As you know, I am not a member of the new National Party. I am still the political leader of NUF. But the first and foremost, I'm a Grenadian. I'm a mother and I'm a resident, still committed to do what I can do for the people. I may not be an NNP, but I am for nation building.
Speaking at Cox's launch in Mount Rouge, Mrs. Roberts says other people from other political campaigns approached her, but after assessing all those offering themselves for office, Cox is the best option she sees.
Other people from other campaigns have spoken to me. I have listened and I have observed. And after a lot of reflection, study and observation, I have no doubt that of all those who are offering themselves, Cox will make the best representative.
In 2008, Mrs. Roberts was appointed as a minister in the cabinet of the National Democratic Congress Tillman Thomas administration. In October of 2012, she resigned from the Thomas-led government and was subsequently one of several members of the NDC to be expelled in 2013. Mrs. Roberts later founded the National United Front, NUF, which unsuccessfully contested the 2013 general election, winning no seats. For Norland Cox, this is the first time he will contest a general election, taking the baton handed to him by his predecessor, Nicholas Steele. He shared his vision for the people of the South.
We will upgrade our health center and operate a 24-hour basis with ambulance services. This will improve the services of healthcare for all residents and visitors in the South. We are constructing a state-of-the-art fire station to create a more efficient and effective fire response to secure homes, lives, and businesses in the South. We will construct new housing units for constituents to address our current housing needs in the South. And this is a big one. We have to, and we will construct the first secondary school in St. George South. It is time.
Cox, who entered politics 4 years ago, has served as senator, minister in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and the Arts, and most recent, Minister for Infrastructure Development, Public Utilities and Implementation. Christelina John, GBN News.
Leader of the NDC, Dickon Mitchell, has reassured young people attached to the Imani program that they will have nothing to fear once he's elected Prime Minister come June 23, 2022. He promised to protect their rights using his skills as a lawyer. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
Leader of the National Democratic Congress, Dickon Mitchell, is alleging that young people attached to the Imani program are being pressured against voting for the National Democratic Congress. The issue of job security comes to play, and NDC leader says he's ready to defend his category of workers' rights.
That you dare threaten our young people by telling them that if they exercise their God-given right to choice and to vote for the National Democratic Congress, that you will fire them, that you will intimidate them, that you will threaten them. In 2022, no safer hand coming from the West can intimidate you and tell you you will be fired if you vote for the National Democratic Congress. You know why? Because you have a lawyer from the East who will rise up, who will stand up, who will fight, who will go to the length and breadth of Grenada to fight for you and to fight for your rights.
Mitchell explains why he thinks the Safer Hand administration refuses to give individuals under the program a permanent position.
And if the Safer Hand was concerned about protecting your job, if the Safer Hand was concerned about protecting your job, he would have made you permanent so that no government who comes after can fire you or threaten to fire you or intimidate you. The reason he has not protected your job by making you permanent, the reason they've kept you on contract is because they want to be able to threaten you and intimidate you and fire you when you stand up for your rights.
Dickon, who was speaking at the River Sally playing field on Sunday, is promising Imani's secured employment once elected as Prime Minister.
Not an Imani, you are a worker just like every worker in Grenada. And just like every worker in Grenada, when you have this lawyer fighting for you, nobody will fire you if you vote for the National Democratic Congress.
For GBN News, I'm Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
Medical Director Taisha Donald is urging people who have underlying conditions to take better care of their health. The medical practitioner explained that more people are becoming sick because they're not taking their prescribed medication on time or even at all. She warns that failure to follow medical orders with use of medication can place them in more danger, as it can lead to fatalities if they contract the coronavirus.
Persons with the underlying conditions, always remember that you are the persons at risk of having COVID-19, but having it more severe than other persons. So you are the persons, you are the group that we always advocate that you try to be, get vaccinated, get your booster shots, so that you can strengthen your immune system so that you can fight this virus off. Take your medication. There's nothing like a little sugar and a little pressure. It's a lot, because persons in Grenada, we, traditionally we have this thing where I have a little sugar, just a little sugar and a little pressure, but there's nothing little about these conditions. They're great,
Dr. Donald says another key issue that needs to be addressed is proper diet.
Of course, we want persons too. The main thing is making sure that we maintain healthy lifestyles. Because, of course, if you are well, if you're drinking enough water, you're eating a balanced diet, having enough fruit, eating, traditionally in the Caribbean, we like our stew chicken and our rice, our stew chicken and our provisions. But let's try and make the plates colorful. Yeah, let's make the place colorful so we get all our vitamins or minerals, everything in to help protect us against this virus.
With the lineup of social activities for the upcoming general election and carnival, Dr. Donald is urging Grenadians to remember their elderly and other family who are sick. She urges them to wear their mask and sanitize, if not for themselves, then at least for their loved ones. And now we turn our attention to what's been creating a buzz on social media. Sherry Ann Blackman-Stephen has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
GBN Social Buzz is sharing with you what's trending on social media. We browse the various platforms and bring to you the topics inciting the most reactions and debates among users. Tonight's buzz is rather coincidental and a bit funny. GBN published the names of hurricanes for 2022, and in that list sits the name Tobias. The timing may not have been the best after this display from Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell at a political rally last week.
What, Toby? Toby, come back home. We want you home, Toby. We're sorry for you, Toby. Come home, Toby.
With that presentation in mind, our viewers and listeners took to the comment section to express themselves. The following views are of the members of the public and not necessarily of the GBN. Dixon Charles says Tobias don't come home June 23rd. Judy Perry Bennett says, Dr. Keith, don't accept Toby in the house again. Toby is a hurricane. Let him stay in his lane. Kadisha Smart says, Keith, be careful what you ask for. Bradley Vespri says, I hope Tobias don't come home as Ivan did. Glenroy St. Louis, taking no chance and went into praying for Grenada and the region around, will be spared from the predicted hurricanes, for they will obey only the voice or command of God. Amen. And Louisa Williams sums it up with a word of caution. All you making fun about the names, as old people said, watch and pray. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
And still ahead, 90 families in Carriacou receive letters for new housing units in Carriacou. This is News at 7.
Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists presents the Bible Speaks Empowerment series with international evangelist and motivational speaker, Pastor Marvin Smith. Join us for this life-changing series starting Saturday, 21st of May and continuing nightly at Maribor Seventh-day Adventist Church in St. Andrews. Come experience powerful preaching and practical solution to life's challenges from the Word of God. This dynamic series will also be streamed live at 7 p.m. nightly on Mission Life GND via YouTube and Facebook. Connect with us. It will be pure awesomeness.
When the ECCB took the bold step to introduce Dcash, the people of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union were at the heart of this decision.
It's about creating opportunities.
It's about connecting family.
It's about linking friends.
It's about changing the way we do business.
It's about transforming lives.
a journey to a place where none have gone before. Will not be without its challenges.
But challenges will not deter us from our goal. It's about me.
It's about you.
It's about all of us.
So join us and let's make history together.
On Saturday, 28th May, all roads lead to the National Stadium for the grand finals of the Pure Grenada Cup. Game 1, 3rd and 4th place playoff from 7 p.m. St. Andrews Big Parish Stars versus St. George's Royal Cannons. Then from 9 p.m. the grand final, St. Patrick's Crown City Strikers versus St. Mark's Western Stars. And after the game, we move stateside as we welcome live from Jamaica, the young, trending dancehall artist, Jashi.
But me never complain and rough days client a bus train with me.
Jashi.
Them just kill my friend now when them want to me.
From Trinidad, Prince Neptali. And from Grenada, Vaughan, Ledneck, Little Jello, and the Octane Band. Admission $35 main stand, $25 bleachers. The Pure Grenada Cup final this Saturday. Who will be champion? Jashi.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clark Scott Rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clark Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clark Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Grenada, get ready for one powerful night of worship, song, and praise as Coral Lee Holdings presents Sinach.
Touching every heart.
Sinach live in worship at the Grenada National Stadium. Sunday, June 5th, starting time 8 p.m. Along with special guest artists from South Africa, Benny Mwepu, and worshiper Brandon Finch from New York. Dress code all white. Early bird specials $60. VIP early bird ticket specials $250. Special fares for churches are available. All churches and denominations are invited. Let us all come together for a night of prayer and worship unto God as we thank God for his mercies towards us and our nation. For more information, contact 419-3645. Sunday, June 5th, Grenada National Stadium. Sinach, Benny Mwepu, and Brandon Finch.
Please be advised that our office has been relocated to Steele's Commercial Complex, Grand Anse, St. George. We at CGI, Consumers Guarantee Insurance Company Limited, look forward to serving you at our new location. Call us on telephone number 440-0217 or visit our website www.insurecgi.com.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Welcome back. 90 families in Carriacou received letters for new housing units in Carriacou during a ceremony last Friday. We get this report from the Government Information Service.
Government has secured over 600 units in 5 parishes through its partnership with the People's Republic of China under Phase 2 of the China-Grenada Low-Income Housing Assistance Project. 90 families in Carriacou will soon move into their new homes at the Dumfries site. Housing and Social Development Minister Honorable Delma Thomas said the distribution forms part of the government's empowerment agenda, which focuses on providing housing support to vulnerable families. She says units at each site will be left unoccupied for emergency purposes.
We are only distributing 90 because we appreciate that there will be families who have issues that need somewhere to stay. We have domestic violence, we have fire and all these things. So in every site, we are holding back some for emergency purposes. And that's the same with Carriacou. For the recipients, I say to you to cherish these houses, enhance them, make it a place worthy of residing, keep the surrounding clean, and keep the neighborhood safe through collective vigilance and looking out for each other.
General Manager of the Grenada Housing Authority, Ronnie Sylvester, explained to the recipients that life within the units require a shift in attitude and collaboration to ensure the smooth operation of the facility. A committee will be established to deal with on-site issues among residents.
I'm imploring on you that you should live as a community. We have to be mindful of that. And so guess what? You can't play your music too loud. Because whereas before you had your yard, and by the time the song leaves your house, it dissipates into the air. Now your neighbor is literally right next to you. And so we have to appreciate. We could have done single units and have a yard space, but then it would not have been 100 units. It may have been 20, right? So the intention is to accommodate as many persons as possible. And so we have to be mindful of that fact and make a bit of a shift in the way we socialize.
Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, Honorable Kendra Micheline Stewart, promised that her government will continue to give assistance to the individuals who are most in need. She encouraged the recipients to take care of the facility and be watchmen for their new community.
Our litmus test for assistance must not be who we know or who is connected to us, but who is most in need.
It's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens, but tonight, viewers' discretion is advised as some of these images may be painful to some individuals.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's eyesore features a video that makes one rather curious. This is a video that circulated on social media Facebook on the weekend. What happened to this creature? Can you shed light on what transpired in this video? Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. The weather is up next and in sports.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
On Saturday, 28th May, all roads lead to the National Stadium for the grand finals of the Pure Grenada Cup. Game 1, 3rd and 4th place playoff from 7 p.m. St. Andrews Big Parish Stars versus St. George's Royal Cannons. Then from 9 p.m. the grand final, St. Patrick's Crown City Strikers versus St. Mark's Western Stars. And after the game, we move stateside as we welcome live from Jamaica the young, trending dancehall artist Jashi.
For me never complain and rough days I and a bus train for me.
Jashi.
Them just kill my friend now when them want to me.
From Trinidad, Prince Neptali.
I have a dream that one day.
And from Grenada, Fawn, Letneck, Little Jello, and the Octane Band. Admission $35 main stand, $25 bleachers. The Pure Grenada Cup final this Saturday. Who will be champion? Jashi.
No, we make it up for you, live in my circle.
There was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now. We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carriacou. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
And now for a look at the weather. Tonight is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy, becoming cloudy at times with the occasional light to moderate showers. We'll see a low tonight at 24.5 degrees. Winds will be easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour, with high tide beginning at 10 o'clock p.m. and low tide at 5:30 a.m. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecast, tomorrow we'll see sunrise at 5:43 and sunset at 6:27. It will be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy with light to moderate showers, improving by nighttime. We'll see a high of 30.5. On Wednesday, we'll see sunrise at 5:43 and sunset at 6:27. It's expected to be generally fair, windy, and hazy. And on Thursday, sunrise will be at 5:43 and sunset at 6:27. We'll expect for it to be generally fair, windy, and hazy with a high of 31 degrees. And that's our weather. Now in the world of sports. It was cricket, lovely cricket in the Big Parish as the final of the St. Andrews Cricket Council T20 tournament rolled off on Sunday. The inaugural T20 tournament brought scores of spectators and cricketing fans to the Poultry playing field to witness keen competition as Tivoli Cricket Club emerged victorious over Pearls Progressive. We get the details in this report.
The experience of national cricketer Dennis George, who was awarded the man of the match for the final of the St. Andrew Cricket Council T20 tournament, was the deciding factor as Tivoli Cricket Club emerged champions over Pearls Progressive.
Well, as long as our life and strength I will play because it's a game I really love and the passion for it. I understand it and I will keep playing.
Dennis, popularly known as Sawyer, scored 35 runs as Tivoli elected to bat first, with a solid support from opening batsman Davis Charles, top score of 37 and power hitting from Che Duncan as he partnered with George on the pitch. Despite the challenge put on by Johan Jeremiah and Cyprian Forsyth, producing key bowling spells for Pearls Progressive, Tivoli rebounded from 66 for 2 to reach 173 for 8. Dennis George then captured 5 wickets for 25 runs to leapfrog to 16 wickets and take the most wickets title.
Well, I think it was a very good team performance and both teams play well, but at the end of the day, one must win, and I'd say congratulations to my team for pulling the victory. And Pearls, I think they play very well, but hard luck. Better luck next year, you know.
Forsyth had a solid knock, scoring a half-century. However, bowling from Che Duncan, 3 for 29, 2 wickets for Wayne Williams, and the 5-wicket haul from George reduced Pearls Progressive to 148 all out.
I think the first 10 overs, we were good. I think Tivoli came back magnificently well in the latter 10 overs. They posted a competitive total of 173. We started off good, but I think Dennis, with his experience, came in there, and even Darren, he pulled it. They actually pulled back the game for Tivoli. So they played well. I think the better team win on the day, and congrats to Tivoli CCs.
Denral Lewis of Pearls Progressive, Tivoli Cricket Club captain Darren Hippolyte says tight bowling and the wickets of Forsyth and Leon Callist proved the turning point for victory.
Feeling happy, you know. I mean, what's gonna express how I'm feeling right now, you know. I think through the tournament we guys played very good cricket, and at the end of the game we come out on top at the end of the final. So
Darren Ned of Union Cricket Club captured the most runs title with over 500 runs while scoring 3 centuries. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN Sports.
Moving on to local football, the finalists have been set. St. Patrick Crown City Strikers will be taking on St. Mark Western Stars as the Pure Grenada Club climaxes this weekend. The semifinals played last Saturday at Victoria Park in Grenville were quite eventful. The first match going in favor of St. Mark Western Stars over St. George Royal Cannons, as the match ended 4-3 on penalties. During normal time, Christian Julian scored twice, the opening goal in the 14th minute and the equalizer in the 86th for Western Stars, as Trevon Williams and Raquel Charles converted in the 26th and 70th minute for Royal Cannons. St. Patrick Crown City Strikers won their encounter over St. Andrew Big Parish Stars 2-1, as Dean Roy Phillip moved to 6 goals, sharing most goals with Kristen Julian. DeAndre Smith opened the scoring in the 36th minute, while Dean Roy converted in the 85th before Neil Rennie for Big Parish Stars put one past the keeper in the 90th minute. Meanwhile, in regional cricket, fast bowler Derval Green and off-spinner Jamie Merchant wrecked Windward Islands Volcanoes, batting with 5 wicket hauls to propel Jamaica Scorpions to an innings and 14-run victory on the third day of the third round of the West Indies Championship on Friday. Resuming the day at the Brian Lara Stadium on 101 for 3 in their second innings and still requiring a further 108 runs to avoid an innings defeat, Volcanoes were demolished by Green, who snatched 5 for 46 with his accurate pace, and Merchant, who ended with 5 for 72 as he got the ball to turn and bounce. Volcanoes looked good at 163 for 4 midway through the morning session, but a stunning collapse, losing their last 6 wickets for 32 runs, handed Scorpions an easy win after lunch. Finally, on a more positive note, following the dismal performance of Windward Islands Volcanoes, Grenadian Sherman Lewis is off on West Indies duty. Sherman was presented with a signed ball by all Volcanoes team members and given words of encouragement. The Grenadian pacer is one of 3 newcomers selected to the West Indies ODI men's squad for the upcoming one-day international ODI tour of the Netherlands and Pakistan. Lewis has played at the test level for the West Indies in a tour of India where he took the wicket of Virat Kohli. And that's our look at the world of sports. What's been happening around the region and around the world. The governments of Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana have forged a partnership for the production of raw materials such as corn, soya, meat, and wheat, with the aim of supplying CARICOM states. TTT News has more details.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said CARICOM needs to sharpen its focus on agricultural opportunities as it relates to the food production system. This can be done through the production of raw materials such as corn, soya, and meat by utilizing Guyana's lands.
The reason why this is being done with a focus on Guyana is because Guyana has the physical capacity to significantly increase the supply of these raw materials within CARICOM as CARICOM's home production. And that also involves wheat.
Dr. Rowley said tests have shown there are several corn and soya varieties that can do well if produced in the region. He also revealed that representatives from Brazil attended the Agri-Investment Forum and Expo during his 5-day visit in Guyana, adding that Brazilians were very interested in partnering with CARICOM to increase our food supply.
They have indicated a commitment rather than looking south towards Sao Paulo, they look north into the Caribbean and bring with them the infrastructure that they have, the significant technical expertise that they have, and the relationship that exists between them and Guyana expanded into CARICOM, And of course, in short order, we can satisfy our needs for meat. We can significantly increase our supply of rice and, of course, soya and corn.
Dr. Rowley said focus will be placed on transportation, packaging, processing, and distribution, and will be a major CARICOM initiative.
Monkeypox cases have been identified in Israel, Switzerland, and Austria, meaning the outbreak has now been found in 15 nations outside Africa. However, the risk to the wider public is said to be low. Let's get more from the BBC.
It's still unclear why we're witnessing this unusual spread of monkeypox, as more patients emerge with the common symptoms of a bumpy rash, fever, sore muscles, and a headache.
But it is something that everybody should be concerned about. We're working on it hard to figure out what we do and what vaccine, if any, may be available for it. But it is a concern in the sense that if it were to spread, it's consequential.
Austria has joined Israel and Switzerland in confirming cases of monkeypox there, bringing the total number of nations reporting outbreaks to 15. So how dangerous is the virus strain detected in Austria?
Eigentlich nicht sehr gefährlich. Wir wissen aus Großbritannien, dass es sich...
Actually, it's not very dangerous. We know from Great Britain that it is probably the West African strain, and that is not very dangerous. The death rate is around 1%, but usually we have mild cases.
Eher milde Verläufe.
However, the UK Health Security Agency warns severe illness can occur.
There are certain individuals who are much more at risk of severe disease, particularly immunosuppressed individuals or young children.
It can take around 12 days to show symptoms, and patients are advised to isolate until their scabs have fallen off. Past outbreaks have been stopped in their tracks, like in the US in 2003. But the outbreak of this strain amidst a global pandemic and the emergence of monkeypox in countries where it doesn't normally appear adds to the concern.
Roughly 40 Jif peanut butter products have been recalled due to a potential salmonella contamination. The company said the peanut butter was sold across the U.S. and the recall includes more than 45 kinds of products.
The company that makes Jif peanut butter is voluntarily recalling certain products it says may be contaminated with salmonella.
Those are the hallmark symptoms that people present with: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, fever also is a part of it. Abdominal cramps, a very prominent feature of salmonella poisoning.
The recall issued by J.M. Smucker Company covers Jif products made at a Lexington, Kentucky facility and distributed nationwide. The FDA saying consumers, restaurants, and retailers should not eat, sell, or serve any of these products.
You should, by far and away, chuck it.
The list of affected products is so long, we don't have time to mention all of them in this report, but they include jars of peanut butter, squeezable pouches, and to-go cups. While salmonella is more often found in more perishable foods like chicken, beef, or eggs, Dr. Harris says it can enter peanut butter through contaminated water or contaminated soil.
Particularly with peanut butter, as the water content and the water activity gets lower, because we don't want watery peanut butter, obviously, that actually increases the risk of salmonella becoming what's called heat resistant, meaning that heat is one of the processes by which bacteria in contaminated food is killed.
Fortunately, if you do get infected, the treatment is relatively simple.
If you find yourself ill, the hallmark of treatment is pretty straightforward: hydrate, hydrate, and hydrate.
If you have any questions about this recall or would like to report any adverse reactions, you can contact Jif at its website. They're working with the FDA to determine appropriate steps.
And that's our look at what's been happening around the world. Stay with us for a recap of the night's top stories. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Catholic Bishop Clyde Harvey responds to allegations of abuse at the hands of Sister Dominique Xavier. Power Party contemplating legal challenge to Grenada's general election date. Medical Director Taisha Donald urges people with underlying conditions to take better care of their health. And then around the globe, Guyana to produce corn and wheat to supply CARICOM states. Monkeypox found in 3 new countries as scientists look for cause of outbreak. And in sports, Tivoli Cricket Club crowned champions of the inaugural St. Andrews Cricket Council T20 tournament. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake from all of us here at GBN. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again. Good night.